Texans Bills this week. Stefon Diggs facing his former team. This was one of the games at the start of the season that you kind of marked the calendar wondering what was going to go on. We've seen stories, features from Jeremy Fowler, which is interesting. You're an ESPN writer and you don't have Stefon Diggs or a Bills person in the organization on record. That's kind of weird. But I thought it was an interesting read nonetheless. But Stefon Diggs spoke today. Let's not waste too much time. Let's react to what Stefon Diggs had to say. I was in the scrum as well. Here was what Stefon Diggs had to say.
This will be emotional at all. Last time we played Minnesota, you said after the game, it did feel like something. Do you think this will feel like something?
No, not at all for real. Probably just because it's been a long time since I've been in Minnesota. I was going to say that. I haven't been in that stadium in a long time. So, no, not this game.
I don't think he's serious about that. This is a little bit more. It's not this game. Come on. It's got to be a little bit weird.
What kind of emotions getting ready to play this for your team? Trying to get a win, trying to go 1-0. Obviously, they're a good team. They got a lot of guys that can fly around on the defense. They're smart. So, some of my guys, D-Ham, shout out to D-Ham, and a lot of other guys. But they're a really good team, so we look forward to it.
Important for you? I know you've done it for other teams too. How was it important for you to take on leadership early on in the game?
Well, for me, obviously, going into any good situation, you want to kind of earn the respect of your teammates, earn the respect of your peers first, and your coaches, and then kind of like go from there. Especially considering where I'm at in my career, it's just important to me. Everything is important, even those other things, and just playing at a high level. Not just playing at a high level, but leading guys. You're only as good as the guys around you, and I pride myself in trying to make people better each and every day, even if it's talking a little stuff here and there. So I think it's important.
CJ was just saying your career in Buffalo. What type of impact did it have?
It was. I feel like it was amazing, especially coming from Minnesota. Since I stepped foot in that building, we had some good years. Had a real good run. Played at a very high level. Did the ball with a good group of guys. So something I'll never forget. That's it.
Steph, Nico is leading the NFL in receiving yards. How instrumental have you been in helping him get to that point?
Shit, it's really him. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Obviously, Nick comes in each and every day. He works extremely hard. He's an impressive athlete. You just see him and watch him. He's a big body. I compare him to like a Calvin Johnson, but I don't know. Nick might got Calvin on the routes a little bit. He's a little bit more sudden, but for me, I say it's all him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just be there to motivate him and push him each and every day.
And Steph, at Bills games, there's still a ton of 14 jerseys. There's going to be 14 jerseys. How much should that fan base support you?
That means a lot. If I could sign them all, I would. If I could take some time out and show those fans that I still appreciate them and still got a special place in my heart, I always will. So for me, obviously the departure wasn't the best, but they still hold a special place.
Steph, CJ was talking about got you get a bad rap. He said it's an amazing fit with you, and so you can see how happy you are to be playing football. What are your emotions like, and how do you feel about your fit here?
Shit, cool to me. But I had a lot of fun. Obviously when you go to a new team, this is my third time or second time going to a new team, so you don't never know what to expect and what kind of guys you'll be around. But obviously I had a little bit of a rapport with CJ prior to, and it's easy to get a bad rap. Word travels fast, but when you get to a place and people get to know you, they kind of get to gauge you for their own personal and their interaction with you, and things usually turn the corner when I get somewhere else. There's usually be smiles and a lot of positive stuff, so I just take it with a grain of salt. I got big shoulders. I can take it.
Can you take us through that Russian touch? I was just going to ask, can you take us through that Russian touchdown? CJ said he was
out there.
Yeah, CJ said he was the decoy actually on that play.
Yeah. Actually, we talked about me throwing it to him. He ended up taking two guys. I was trying to get the ball to Neat.
Yeah.
He had somebody on him, so I went old-fashioned, pop corner, run around a little bit. I found the end zone, so it was fun. It's always fun out there. I can tell you one thing. On that football field, in the game, 7 is very impressive. The guys that I'm around, they play at a high level, and it's fun out there. As you can see, it's a lot of smiles, it's a lot of positive energy, but I don't know if you get to really be involved, but it's a lot of fun. I ain't gonna lie, I be smiling a lot, I be talking a lot of junk.
In Buffalo, you were kind of in a similar situation where you're trying to go up to the upper tier, trying to take that next step, kind of what they're trying to do here. Is there any like extra added, I don't know, magnitude facing a team that's in that tier when you're trying to get up there, even regardless of how early it is in the season?
Say this one more time.
So leading a team like Buffalo that you're trying to get on that tier with, and you've been in that situation in Buffalo, is there any added importance of a game like this?
No, I mean, I feel like
This is a good ass answer. Now it was a little wordy. I'm trying to cover all ground and not let him just say this is just another game like he did early on. But this is a good ass answer. I can promise you that I might have taken a few extra back roads, but I promise you this is a good answer. And I think it adds to what we've been talking about all week about this being a massive game, no matter how early.
the main thing is you gotta understand that they're in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? Standing is obviously something real. You obviously got division game, and you got people in the AFC that you gotta see along the line. I feel like this schedule, we damn near we play everybody, so damn near counts as two when you play teams like this, especially when they're a good team, obviously. But you know, trying to reach a goal or trying to get somewhere, you gotta take it 1 week at a time. You know, you want to go 1-0, no matter who the opponent is, and I feel like that's the main thing. Obviously, coming out here with a win is what everybody wants. So. I don't think that'll jump you into a tier. You won't get a no tier until you get in the playoffs and furthermore. But you know, going 1-0 is going to be imperative.
The thing that I think is important is he said damn near 2 games, and that goes back to avoiding Buffalo in January. And I think that was a very this is not just a normal game. This is a team that you think you're going to be competing with. Might not be the first time the only time that you see them. So this is an important game, and I think you did a good job of laying that out.
You make this week a lot bigger than what it is.
For me, I just going with the same mindset I've been. I feel like block out the noise. You know, a lot of other people going to feel away or have a lot to say about X, Y, Z, and I'm not mad at it. Football is a very emotional sport. I'll go in and wear my part of my sleeve, and I won't stop. But you know, for me, I block out the noise. Don't nobody run the routes with me. Don't nobody got to watch the tape with me. So I try not to get into the back and forth about the opinions or personal how people feel. It's a job. I got a job to do. Trying to get it done.
Aziz?
If y'all are wondering, they play basketball in the far corner of the locker room. So that's what the yelling is. Those games get pretty intense. A lot of practice squad guys partaking in that. It gets very intense.
He told us on Sunday that he'd rather be an ugly 3-1 than a pretty 1-3.
Who you telling, boy? It's tough. I mean, it's tough to win in this league, you know. And this is hard for me to say, but I feel like we haven't played our best ball. You know what I'm saying? And we've been winning, which is a credit to how many guys we got in here that can play at a very high level. CJ, the defense. If we ain't played our best ball yet, and we had 3-1. Cleaning up a little bit, things can get scary. So for me, I feel like, you know, taking that step in the right direction is going to be another challenge this week. You got a good football team. You need to go out there and play complimentary football and play some of our best ball. You know, the team that makes the least mistakes is going to win the game. So for us, I say, shit, what a challenge.
Last one right here.
That's what you had him for season. How proud of you? I mean, I was excited for him. I watch him. I still watch him, especially the guys that I know. Been around for a little bit, you know, I spent some time with him. I like to keep a keen eye on those guys just because it's like seeing a guy develop into something special. It's very impressive. Like, I still see him out there. I got some pointers for him next time I see him, but he's very impressive. He's been playing pretty well. Hope he keeps it up. Not this week, though.
All right, that's Stefon Diggs, media scrum, on his former teammates at the end. There are a couple of things to take away. I think he brings up this being damn near 2 games. This is a big game. For a number of reasons. Not just another week for him, but this is an opportunity, a team you're chasing, you're trying to be on that level. Big opportunity there. Also, he's kind of preaching the message that the rest of the team seems to be preaching. They don't think that they've played their best ball yet. Now, I think getting Joe Mixon back helps. I think if they can get Tank Dell acclimated to what they got going, I think that helps. What is the top level though if the offensive line is not going to significantly improve? And although there's been improvement from the disaster in Minnesota to the meh last week, how good can this offensive line be? I think that's what's going to decide the ultimate level. But you got a banged up Bills team. You got a Texans team that's getting some guys back. We'll get into the nightcap live Monday through Friday, 10:30 Central locker room. We'll get into all that. Be sure to check out SNL in the mornings, my collaboration with Cody Stutes, who's also on the scene. But there's a lot of factors with the Texans as well when it comes to injuries that could impact things. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to ride along, be sure to always remember when it comes to this Texans stuff, we're all in it together. Appreciate you for coming through the locker room. That's Stefon Diggs reaction.